to start, let me introduce myself. So I'm one of the instructor of health and social care in ICSA. And so I'm Miss Paula Joy Dumaging. By profession, I'm a registered nurse. I finished my bachelor's degree in nursing here in Baguio City. And so experience-wise, I worked as an OFW before, same as more of the participants that are here. So I work as a pediatric intensive care unit nurse for almost 10 years. And so this was the line of my job when I was a um, nurse in way back 10 years back in Saudi Arabia. Yan. But now I am connected with the school ICSA as a instructor for health and social care level 3, level 4, and level 5. Yan. Okay, so before we move forward, do we have any foreigner students or foreigner participants that we have here? Kasi baka nagtatagalog ako, maybe I'm speaking in Tagalog and we have some foreigner students. Do we have anyone? Wala? O sige, so majority siguro are Filipinos. Yan. So wala naman lang nag-react. So lahat tayo is nakakaintindi most probably ng Tagalog. Ayan. Okay, so let me just give you an introduction on who we are, who is International Institute of Computer Science and Administration. For sure, you have already a glimpse or an idea kung ano ang ICSA kasi before you have decided to join our orientation, di ba? Is nakita nyo na or meron na kayong idea kung sino ang ICSA or ang ano ang ICSA, sino sila or a slight background. Okay, so all of the participants po ba are from Kuwait? Anyone from other country, residing in other country? Naririnig niyo po ba ako? Just a confirmation. Anyone po? O lahat po taga Kuwait? Miss Aiza Barrientos, taga saan po kayo? Si Miss Maria Fe, si Miss Elenita. Lahat po ba is residing in Kuwait? Pwede po tayong mag-unmute para mag-comment para alam
Ah,
ko din kung naririnig niyo ako or
Kuwait po, ma'am.
okay, si Miss Maria Fe sa Kuwait. Yeah. Okay. So the others may be also from Kuwait. So I just want to know whether some are from other countries. Hong Kong. Okay, Kuwait. Ayan. Okay. So good. Okay. So of course, as what I've said earlier, you have already an idea what ICSA and who ICSA is. And for sure, you have your goal. Bakit kayo nag-decide na mag-attend ng our orientation. Okay. So for sure, lahat ng mga nandito, they want to be more successful. They want to grow professionally, personally. They have their own path on reaching out their goals. And of course, attending this orientation is a great step kung ano man yung goal or kung ano man yung plano ninyo that you want in the future. Yan. Okay? So, napaka-importante decision po. In decision making or in achieving your goal, the most important thing is the first step. Yan. So, who is ICSA? So, we are an academic heritage that can be traced back way back 2001. So, we're an institution who is determined to continue striving hard for arranging as well as ensuring opportunities to the students for educational and personal development through supportive learning environment. Yan. So same as true with other institutions, we also have our own missions and vision. So our mission is to be internationally recognized as a premier information technology and administration learning institution who are engaged in the discovery of knowledge, integration, and their applications with global perspective that educates through innovative, responsive, and career-oriented programs. So our vision is we are committed to the provision of quality education which emphasizes high academic expectation in the field of information technology and administration to provide the students the knowledge and skills needed to succeed as individuals and as professionals. Yan. Okay. So, most probably, lahat ng mga nag-orient dito or lahat ng mga nag-attend for the orientation, they want to level up their skills and as well as their profession. Okay, so lahat gusto maging caregiver, di ba? Tama? So, kaya kayo nandito kasi, teka lang. You want to like shift your career or to like have a better future or to have a professional growth. Teka, alisin ko lang po yung ayan. Okay. So, the first thing is, why do you want to be a caregiver? Kasi for sure, you have your own reason bakit ka nag-attend ng orientation na to. Okay? So, sa dami-dami sa ilang beses na ako nag-conduct ng orientation, karamihan ng mga sagot na, o bakit kayo nag-decide attend ng orientation? Or bakit mo gustong maging caregiver? Or bakit mo gustong mag-shift ng like line of work? Okay? So, the most common answers that they do give is the course gives a better compensation. Okay? Dahil po ma'am, mataas ang sahod, yan ang pinaka-in demand. Okay? Which is all of those are true. Ba? Or yung mga iba, since yung mga iba, ito talagang gusto nilang gawin, so yun ang reasons ng iba. So of course, lahat ng mga nandito, they have their own reasons also why they want to be a caregiver. So in the future, if you'll be able to be a fully pledged caregiver, so you'll be having the perks of a caregiving career. So ano ba yung mga advantage or perks kapag nagtatrabaho ka na sa caregiver? So caregiver job has more flexible working hours, especially now ang working hours naman na kasi ngayon, of course, in the medical field is, hindi na siya kagaya nun na patayan din. Though there's still kulang pa rin ng mga tao or manpower sa caregiver or sa medical field. Pero ngayon, mas nabibigyan na kasi ng emphasis at ng importance yung working hours ng employees. Okay? So kung hindi naman siya, lalo pag sa ibang bansa, hindi pwede yung overwork, hindi pwede yung mga overtime unless it is necessary or it is badly needed. Okay? So flexible ang working hours, especially if you are working on a private or yung mga, kunwari, meron kang mga, you're staying on a homestay, yan, o kaya sa bahay ng mismong pasyente mo, of course, there will be growth opportunities, competitive din ang payment or yung salary. So this is one of the job or trabaho na maganda ang sahod. So it is impactful job, less administrative work, diversified experiences, napaka-high demand, and tataas at tataas pa ang demand um, by studies hanggang 2050. Yan. And more or less, ang patient and caregiver ratio is one-on-one. Okay? So, one caregiver, one patient. So, depende na lang din yan sa mapapasukan ninyo na facility. Yan. So, these are only few of the perks or advantages once you'll be a fully pledged caregiver in the future. Yan. So, kung titignan natin, ang healthcare job, which is one of the healthcare jobs, being a caregiver, is one of the top, okay? One of the top job that has a high salary or it provides a good compensation. Okay? Kaya nga siya maraming pumapasok or maraming nag-aaral ng caregiver kasi aside from napaka-high demand niya, compensatory wise or salary wise, talagang it provides a good salary. Yan. Okay, so as a motivation before we move to the proper orientation with regards to the course, let me just give you a glimpse on the students that we already produce, no? Kasi maybe, ano kaya yan, legit kaya yung course na yan, may nakakatapos kaya, okay? So, of course, yes, we produce caregiver students on level 3, level 4. So they are not, these students are not just only residing in Kuwait, but we do also have international students to which they are located geographically wise, kahit saan continent, no? Meron tayo sa Asia, meron tayo sa Europe, kasi may mga estudyante tayong nasa Hong Kong, nasa Taiwan, andito sa Pinas, sa Middle East, no? Saudi, Qatar, and now I have a lot of students that are residing in Canada. 'Di ba? Nasa Canada na sila. Pero, oops ma'am, bakit? Bakit nag-aaral pa rin sila? Bakit? Kasi in demand. Okay? In demand nga ang caregiver doon. And one more thing, sa Canada ngayon, magkakaroon sila ng mga medyo maghihigpit sila sa tawag niyan, employment if you don't have the proper credentials. Okay? So, nalaman ko yun sa mga ibang, ay yung mga recent student ko ngayon na may trabaho sila doon, pero yung line ng job nila is like, kasi may ano dun eh, merong category din ng trabaho-trabaho. So, kung nasa medical field ka, mas mataas. So, hindi masyadong mahigpit ang employment service nila kapag nasa medical field. So, kaya sila nag-aaral kasi they want to shift line of job para hindi sila mapauwi or para hindi sila mawalan ng trabaho doon. Yan. Okay, so these are our examples or these are only few of a lot of students na natapos na ng caregiver. Ayan, so these are only testimonies. Yan. So, yan yung mga real life, okay? Real life examples na pwede kahit nasa bahay ka lang. Kasi inisip ng mga iba, paano ako mag-aaral? Di man ako pinapalabas ng amo ko. Or hindi naman, wala akong day off. Okay? Ito ang isa sa mga estudyante ko na yun ang before wala siyang day off, okay? Hindi siya nakakalabas, pero she really want to continue her studies para nga mag-move forward at hindi na lang ganito yung trabaho niya. Alam niyo, nag-aaral siya pag natapos na siya ng trabaho niya ng gabi. Doon niya sinisingit. Okay? It is very hard. According to her, it is very hard, but it is possible. Diba? So, kung kinaya nila, so for sure, kaya nyo rin for your own dreams and your goals. And baka, one more thing, baka inisip na ninyo, yes, nakagraduate sila. After graduation, nasan na? Okay? So, ito yung mga last batch na nag-graduate ng mga students namin for level 3 and 4 ng health and social care. Ayan, these are only, this was conducted last October. Yan. Okay. So baka naman graduate lang, nagagamit kaya nila? Yes. Bibigyan ko kayo ng isang proof na, okay, na yung course namin is pwede mo talaga siyang magamit pag natapos mo. Okay? So this is one of my online student. Take note, online student ko lang siya. Okay? So, hindi to face to face. Pero she was already employed in one of a company sa Dubai. Ayan. And then the good thing is 1 month pa lang siya nagtatrabaho. Nakakuha na siya ng recognition na Employee of the Month. Di ba? So pwede. What my tawag niyan, my message here is pwede po siya kahit pa sabihin natin na, kasi sa online, baka naman hindi ako wala akong makuhang trabaho dahil online yan siya, or baka naman wala akong matutunan kasi online lang siya. Okay? Take note that kung gusto mo, okay, kung gusto nyo, marami talagang paraan. At syempre, ikaw na student will be, of course, the main driver of your success. Magiging tool lang kami. Okay? Magiging tool lang ang ICSA, ang instructor mo, yung mga materials na ginagamit namin para maabot mo yung pangarap mo. Pero syempre, it will still be your determination, your commitment, di ba? Yung dedication towards your dream. Ayan. Marami pa, may mga estudyante na ako na nasa Canada na rin, but the others doesn't, for privacy sake, no? So they don't want to divulge kung saan sila tatrabaho, but they're already in Canada, some are in Europe, okay? So pwede nasa sa inyo. Yung mga iba naman nagstay sa Kuwait, okay? Kung saan mas nakakuha sila ng better opportunities for the further course. Yan. So kung saan sila nakakuha ng mas magandang trabaho. Ayan. So, yan yung ating isang example ng ating student. Okay. So, let us go to the course itself. So ano po ba or ano ba ang curriculum ng health and social care na course? Okay. So before that, our qualifying body or yung panggagalingan ng inyong diploma, take note, once you finish the course, you'll be taking a diploma. It's not a certificate. Okay, so diploma po siya. Diploma in Health and Social Care. So, ang awarding body po natin is our partner which is situated in the UK. So, it is Qualify. So, sila po yung pinanggalingan ng ating curriculum, ng course, at sila din yung awarding body ng panggagalingan ng ating diploma. Okay. So, sino ba ang Qualify? So, Qualify provides an academic and vocational qualifications that are globally recognized. So, qualifications are developed to be accessible to all learners in that they are available to anyone who is capable of attaining the required standards. Qualify also promotes equality and diversity across aspects of the qualification process. Okay. So of course, why choose qualify qualifications? So qualify qualifications look to provide a realistic and broad opportunity for learners who are seeking career and professional development. So ang qualify po is they don't just give or they don't just award diplomas to health and social care. So may mga ibang courses din. Okay? But of course, specifically for what we're talking now of health and social care, so they do award diplomas for level 3, level 4, level 5. Yan. Okay. So, bale, we are offering three levels, but we'll be discussing specifically now the level 3 and the level 4. So, the difference is the credits that you'll be taking and, of course, the content of the course itself. Okay. So, meron po tayong dalawang level. Meron tayong level 3. So, pag natapos mo yung course na yan, you'll be taking or you'll be gaining a 60 credits or sa iba, ang tawag dyan units, pero sa qualified, ang tawag dyan credits. Okay? But if you're going to take the level 4, you'll be gaining 120 credits. So classes are conducted in two modes. We have face-to-face and we have also online classes. Okay, so schedules, we'll be talking about that later. Ayan. So yan po yung ating dalawang courses. Okay, so the diploma that you'll be taking later on looks like this. This is the real photo of the diploma that you'll be having later on. So, yeah, Certificate of Achievement. This is to recognize that, and then yung pangalan nyo, has successfully completed the following qualify level 3 diploma. Okay? So, malalagay dyan kung level 3, level 4, kung ano yung tinake up mo. And aside from that, of course, you'll be getting your own transcript of record. Kung ano yung mga units na kinuha mo, at kung ilang units yung mga nakuha mo, anong mga subject, okay? Anong yung mga unit title, and then your grade. Yan. So, ito yung actual na makukuha ninyo once you finish your diploma, course in Diploma in Health and Social Care. So, ano ang delivery guidance? So, sabi ko nga, we have face-to-face. So, pag sinabi mong face-to-face, pupunta ka sa school, you will have a teacher. It's the traditional classroom setup. Okay. But if you'll be taking up the online class, so it will be blended. When you say blended program, you'll have a face-to-face in a form of Zoom classes. Kagaya nito. Okay, you'll have the instructor talking on the screen via Zoom, lecturing. Plus, you'll be having, of course, your own self-directed learning. Okay, you will be working or you'll be learning independently sa mga araw na wala kayong Zoom classes. So, kagaya din ito ng setup ng online classes sa kung ano mang online classes ang kinukuha mo, di ba? Ganito naman talaga sa online. May mga ibang online modules lang ibibigay sa inyo. Di ba? But for us, if we are online, we have Zoom classes. You'll be working or studying at your own during your free time, during at your own pace, at your own time. Plus, you'll have a digital classroom or yung tinatawag nating portal. Sa portal, you will be having all the materials for the specific modules. Okay? So, andun na yung mga handouts, may mga video recording, to which it is very convenient to learn. Bakit? Kasi pwede mo siyang balik-balikan. Yun ang advantage sa online. Pwede mong panoorin ulit yung video, pwede mong basahin ulit yung material, pwede mo ka ulit makinig doon sa lecture kasi naka-record yung video. Compared to, of course, face-to-face, marami, syempre, marami pa rin naman ang gusto ng face-to-face kasi nga yung interaction. Pero ito, of course, this is very advantage to those who really want to study pero yun nga, hindi makalabas or wala siya sa Kuwait itself. Pero gusto niyang mag-gain ng um, diploma. Ayan. Okay, so yan po yung blended ano natin, setup. So you'll be having a Zoom classes with your instructor plus you'll have your virtual classroom. Yan. So, ito yung ating mga self-directed learning example pictures ng mga estudyante natin. They are reference, okay? That they are studying by, tawag niyan, yung self-directed learning. Okay? So, yan. So, yung self-directed learning, kayo po ang mag-aaral. Okay? Kayo po ang mag-aaral. Yan. Kayo po ang mag-aaral sa sarili ninyong oras at sarili ninyong time kung saan may free time kayo. Siyempre, aside sa nag-attend ka ng Zoom classes, siyempre kailangan mo rin balikan yung mga lessons mo kasi nga may assignments na kailangan gawin. And that's, of course, a requirement for the course. Kahit sa ang school naman, di ba, may assignment, may requirement para kumpleto mo or para matapos mo yung course na yon. Hindi lang basta nag-attend ka, nagbayad ka ng tuition, issureable ka na sa diploma. Siyempre, hindi po ganon. So, andito ka para mag-aral. Okay. So, ito yung tinatawag nating virtual classroom or your portal. Once you are officially enrolled in the course, whether it's a level 3 or a level 4, so bibigyan po kayo ng sarili ninyong access. You'll be having your own user ID plus password so that you can access the portal. Okay. So, the portal looks like this. You'll have your own dashboard that will be redirected to your different modules. So, bale, yung portal, nakaset up na dun yung mga lessons. Okay? Andun na lahat ng materials na kailangan nyo. Okay? Don't worry kasi you'll be having, once officially enrolled ka na, may schedule ka na, magkakaroon ka ulit ng separate orientation with your instructor. Kasi po, syempre, kunwari sa online, dalawa kami instructor, so, sa face-to-face, meron tayong isang instructor. So, bale, magkakaroon ka pa rin ng orientation sa specific instructor mo kasi iba-iba naman kami ng setup. Okay? So, tuturuan kayo doon anong mga requirements ng instructor mo, paano gamitin yung portal, and the other things that you need for the course itself. Yan. So, yan po yung ating example ng ating virtual classroom. Yan. Makikita nyo dyan yung mga handouts, presentation, okay? So on and so forth. Yan. Okay. So, for the level 3, Diploma in Health and Social Care, so gaya ng sabi ko po kanina, kapag ito ang in-enroll ninyo, bale, ang kailangan ninyong tapusin or attendan na module are 7 modules. Okay? So, nahahati po siya into 2. We have the mandatory units and our optional units. So, every unit you'll be taking 10 credits, which has you will be gaining 60 credits. Okay, ma'am, sabi niyo 7, pero bakit 60 credits? Kasi po, when we say optional units, dito sa optional units, okay, dalawang assignment lang kailangan mong i-submit. Okay? Dito sa tatlong to. Pero dito sa mandatory units, lahat ng ito is kailangan 1 to 4, kailangan mong maipasa yung assignment. So, 4 mandatory units plus 2 optional units. So, that will give you 60 credits. Okay. Ang level 3 po natin, these are good for those students na undergrad ng high school pero gusto nilang mag-pursue ng studies at magkaroon ng diploma. So, applicable po ito sa inyo, yung level 3. And kung mapapansin ninyo, the subjects in the level 3 are more on the basic subjects of caregiver. Okay, introduction, communication, uh, how to take care patients with diabetes, stroke, ganyan, and dementia. Yan. So that is for the level 3. Then for the level 4 naman, you have a 6 mandatory units. So, 6 dito ang kailangan mong attendan at 6 na assignments ang kailangan mong gawin. So, every unit has 20 credits. That will give you double the credits, which is 120 credits. Okay. But for the level 4 po, these are applicable for the high school graduates ng mga students natin or undergrad ng college. Okay? Or anyone that he or she wants to take caregiver. Yan. And kung mapapansin niyo dito, please po, kasi may mga ibang nag-enroll na, ay, ma'am, bakit yung mga subject, nag-enroll siya ng level 4, bakit yung mga subject po ganyan? Wala po ba yung paano mag-alaga ng pasyente may ganito, may ganyan? Okay? So, level 4 po is a higher form of caregiver course. Parang sa college din yan. First year, second year, habang tumataas yung level mo, yung mga subjects is nag-iiba din, di ba? Kung sa first year at second year, minor subjects or basic. Third year, fourth year, major. So parang ganito. Level 4 up is more on the major subjects na ng caregiver. So kung makikita ninyo, the subjects, the topics of the course are more on the managerial and supervisory aspect of caregiving. Okay? But of course, mas mataas na level, mas madami ding credits na makukuha. Okay? So take note, yung credits kasi na yan, that will vary depending on pag nag-apply na kayo later on in the future, no? May mga ibang company kasi na they are requiring a higher credits or higher units. Yan. So yan po yung level 4. Yan. So aside from the course subjects that your course offers, no? So we are also giving free live lessons. Ayan. So, vital signs taking and basic life support and other lessons that are related na pwede nyong magamit sa caregiver profession nyo later on. Ayan. So, just a finalization and wrap up, no? So, ito yung mga iba activities namin. So, we also commend our students, yung mga top-notcher sa quiz, yung mga nakakomplete na ng kanilang mga module as a motivation action din para mas ma-encourage pa silang mag-aral at of course ma-motivate silang mag-aral. Yan. So the way of communication once you'll be enrolled or once you're the student na in health and social care is via email. And we do also have our own WhatsApp group that depends on sa schedule mo kung ano ka, kung Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So may kanya-kanyang WhatsApp group yan for information dissemination. Yan. So may mga trainings din that are connected with the school. So may mga activity minsan sa school na pwede yung salian kung taga nasa Koikat, pwede kang makalabas like yung mga practical vital signs taking. Yan, so pwede. Then after the course, you can also take the basic life support training. So connected din ng school to a certified BLS training, okay, training course. So meron din tayo niyan. So pwede niyo itong kunin kapag natapos na kayo ng caregiver course. This is recognized then worldwide as your additional credential. Okay? So yung BLS po, that is sa ibang bansa ang requirement din for all healthcare providers. Ayan. Okay? So, how do we assess students is via short quizzes and assignments. But the bulk po, para makapasa kayo or para matapos niyo yung course, is syempre natural, mag-attend ka ng klase and kailangan mo maipasa yung mga assignments natin. Yan. Okay, so this is an example of our rubric kung paano iniskoran or paano binibigyan ng grade ang mga assignment. And ito po yung classification ng grade. So ang passing is from 40 to 59, merit ang 60 to 69, distinction ang 70. Okay? So, syempre, kung kaya nyo namang abutin to, so mas maganda kasi ito ang lalabas later on sa grade nyo sa transcript nyo. Syempre, kung maganda ang grade mo sa transcript, maganda din ang ano niyan, impact niyan sa resume or portfolio mo later on pag nag-apply ka. Di ba? Ayan. Okay? So, last few slides. So, we have different schedule po with regards to online and face-to-face. May Friday, Saturday, Sunday, special class, and other additional schedules. So, pwedeng-pwede po nating tanungin sa admin kung ano ang available schedule, kung ano ang gusto nyong mode. So, pwede po tayong mag-inquire sa ating admin. Ayan. Okay? So, what are you waiting for? If you are really interested and to want to pursue your brighter and greener future with caregiving, so you can enroll with us. We have a different schedule po na kung saan mag-fit yung trabaho ninyo. Kasi for sure, majority of the participants are working students. Ayan. Okay? So, I know that most of you are working, no? And they are very busy, so will not be taking much of your time. So thank you for listening. If you have any questions, clarifications po, we're opening the floor for question and answer. So we also have our admins here who can answer some of the questions that you have. Pwede po kayong raise ng hand. Pwede rin kayong mag-type sa chat box kung hindi kayo pwede magsalita for any questions po. Ayan. Okay, so pwede na pong magtanong.
Ayan, thank you, Miss Pau. So, good afternoon, everyone. I guess mga Pilipino naman yung sumali ngayon, no? So,